Hello, Facebook, YouTube. The day of Michael, the archangel, the one is likened unto God. No, not so. She's a false god. We're acknowledging false gods on God's days. All right, next Sunday is 11:11. Very important two numbers together. Um Interesting what's going to unfold very soon concerning 11:11 and uh, November 29th is the day of where Ophiuchus, the hidden 30th zodiac, starts. It goes to I think the 29th to the December 17th, Ophiuchus. All right. But the topic of this message is talking about Thanksgiving is everyday living. Well, I think to me, I believe that those that are of Christ need to declare war for Thanksgiving concerning stores and restaurants. I'm finding out in places where you go and they're now putting up Christmas stuff very early, in November. And it's like they putting up this Christmas stuff, like forgetting about Thanksgiving. See Starbucks, they got their Christmas stuff out there. And sadly, they're playing Christmas songs in their stores. Look, those that are truly of Christ or truly understand the reality of Thanksgiving need to go to war and speak out on these things going on. If you see any stores right now trying to display Christmas stuff, early and not even Thanksgiving ain't even showed up yet, you better speak out on that because that is very disrespectful and horrible. It's just horrible character. Look, Thanksgiving is about a day of being thankful for the gifts that you have already received. You know what I'm saying? It's to Thanksgiving is about eliminating selfishness, and unfortunately, they use Christmas as possessing things. Give me this, give me that, give me this and that. Kind of idea aspect of Christmas they utilize that I don't really don't celebrate Christmas really. But the thing is, it's an ugly thing that's going on. The war for Thanksgiving. We should speak out on if you see walk in the mall or walk in a store and they got Christmas stuff out already, you should speak against it, against this early Christmas, setup because, the stores and the restaurants want to make the money quicker. They ain't thinking about even it's supposed to be the aspect of Jesus Christ's birth, but they thinking about making money, and it's disgusting how that the way their companies are doing that, disrespecting the ideal of Thanksgiving. Should be spoken up if you truly of God and you truly know the meaning of Thanksgiving. But my topic of this message I want to talk about is, I'm working on the topic, but I want to talk about these scriptures of Thanksgiving in Nehemiah 12 that, Thanksgiving played a great role in in the Old Testament. I mean, it's so much Thanksgiving. There's offerings of Thanksgiving, sacrifices of Thanksgiving, offerings of Thanksgiving throughout the Old Testament, and how much pretty much Thanksgiving is supposed to be a very significant thing to do concerning, as if you are of God, you will put it in great significance. But if you're of this world, you wouldn't really care. You just give me my turkey, give me my stuff, and give me this, whatever, and try to rush to give me my name is Jimmy Christmas holiday. It's really disgusting to character that these businesses are doing to people, or motivating and nudging people to not really give significance to a great thing to do concerning, first of all, concerning God. I mean, if you know how godless our country is and godless these business are, who they wouldn't care less about an ideal aspect of Thanksgiving. It's all about giving thanks and appreciating the things that you have. But I want to read the Nehemiah 12, the 12th chapter and the 27th verse, and it talks about in at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought the Levites out of all their places to bring them to Jerusalem to keep the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgivings and with singing and cymbals and psalm trees. I think I got it right. Psalm trees and harps. You know what I'm saying? Is what this scripture is talking about. And see how much they put emphasis concerning, you know, the dedication, of course, the wall of Jerusalem that was destroyed by King Nebuchadnezzar. Nehemiah asked his king, can he go and build the wall? He wanted a request to go build the wall of Jerusalem, and he, you know, worked hard concerning the people that, you know, to build this wall. Sad part about, you know, Nehemiah's story, he had to fight with swords and build the wall of Jerusalem at the same time. Sad story for me to see, you know, concerning what happened to Nehemiah, but go read about it. But the thing is, but it's now how Thanksgiving is supposed to play an important role of keeping the dedication of something very vital, very important concerning the security of Jerusalem, God's city, pretty much, that David helped establish. You know, it's important to keep the dedication, you know, of the remembrance of what has been done, and pretty much being thankful that you have your wall back that was destroyed by, you know, King Nebuchadnezzar, but now you have the wall back, you have the security back into Jerusalem, you know. And I want to go down to the 46th verse. Let me see. Should I go to 46th verse? Let me read, because it's great. It's so much great significance to this monumental moment that took place, and how much it's talking about of the reminder, of course, of David and King Solomon concerning of what we need to be about doing concerning this great day. I'm going to start with the 43rd verse. It says, also that day they offered great sacrifice and rejoiced, for God had made them rejoice with great joy. The wives also and the children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard even afar off. And at that time were some appointed over the chambers for treasures, for the offerings, for the first fruits, very important, the first fruits, and for the tithes, to gather together them out of the fields and out of the city and out of the portion of the law of the priests and the Levites for Judah. Rejoice for the priests, for the Levites that waited. And both the singers and the porters kept the wards of their God and the wards of their purification, according to the commandment of David and of Solomon his son, the commandment of David and of Solomon his son. See, Thanksgiving is also supposed to follow the pattern of the footsteps of pretty much those that has preserved the things that are of God. You know what I'm saying? Follow the pattern of, first of all, David, that, man after God's own heart, had established Jerusalem. He established and left a example, a great example to follow for those that truly they want to be of God and have a relationship of God. He set an example for kings to follow. You know what I'm saying? And Thanksgiving is about, more likely, when you be about doing it and giving thanks and being thankful for what you have and the people that set an example for you to follow when you want to follow God and have the prosperity of the blessings of God that God blessed David, that David will bless you when you follow that pattern of his performance as king. You know what I'm saying? You need to remember that that ideal aspect of that order concerning your conduct and your behavior, if you want the blessings of God in your life, and if you want to be more like God. He made Genesis 1:26, made in the image and likeness of God. You will remember those that set the example, as it says, according to the commandments of David and of Solomon. As we know about Solomon, Solomon asked for wisdom from God. God granted him wisdom and granted him treasures too. That, we ask for wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving will help us to remind us to follow an example of people that David was a psalmist, sung praises unto God. King Solomon asked for wisdom from God. Follow these examples of these people concerning what positive things that they did, of course, and learn from the mistakes that they made as in their position of being king. That Thanksgiving will bring in an enlightenment of that ideal aspect concerning things, like even people that in your family, positive people in your family that set a good example to you in your life. You know what I'm saying? You will want to pattern, follow their footsteps. The people that, set a good example, being a man or a woman of God. Your grandfather, your mother, your auntie, your sister, your mother, your father, your uncle, your aunt, someone that set a godly example to you. Thanksgiving will help you reverence that example, that gives you motivation for you to want to set an example to them people. Now watch this. Sorry. Now I get to the 46. For the days of David and as fet of old, there are chiefs of the singers and psalms of praise and thanksgiving unto God. That, we need to understand that the ideal reality of Thanksgiving, that we can only be about giving thanks unto God, concerning creating us, giving us life, health, and strength, the provision, Jehovah Jireh, our provider, giving thanks of what the things that he have done is it's more meaningful. See, that act becomes more meaningful because Thanksgiving will help us to make that more meaningful. But if we do not have Thanksgiving in that kind of way, we will, not care. We'll care less. We will look at people and look at things insignificant and think is whatever to them, and be about like this world system, kind of doing the Thanksgiving, whatever Thanksgiving. We want our gifts. We want what give me kind of aspect that gets you in trouble with God, of course, and get you in trouble concerning the behavior and how you will mistreat people concerning you got the wrong aspect, you got the wrong view, and how you look at life. And ugly things happen when you do that. All right, that's the message. Oh, I don't know the type of the message. I just probably called the benefits of Thanksgiving, something like that. All right, that's the message. God be glory here forever and ever in Jesus' name. Amen.